Hello everyone, this is Michael with Neon Pest and Lawn. I hope you're all doing well. It is towards the end of April and I wanted to make this video of talking about drought stress because we are in a very bad drought. One of the earliest droughts we've had in the year. Usually we don't get droughts until later in the summer. But we're having a really bad drought right now and the grass is struggling. So this video is really to kind of tell you what to look for and noticing if your grass is drought stressed, and also the importance of water. Because if you're not watering right now, you know, there's a good chance that you're going to have large sections of your lawn that are going to die off this year. And unfortunately, with the types of grass we have, the only way to replace those is to resod, which is a big project. Unfortunately, seeding is not very successful. It's very hard to do. But droughts, right now, it's very dry. Your grass, you know, we haven't had a significant rain in 2 months, or really any rain. And your grass is really struggling right now if you don't have an irrigation system and you haven't been watering. So it's really important, even if you have to pull a hose around like me and put your sprinkler out, it's really important to be watering your grass, because otherwise you're going to be losing significant sections of your lawn if this continues. Also, if you want your lawn to look good and have a nice green lawn, like one of the most fundamental requirements for all life forms, including us, is water. If your lawn doesn't have water, it doesn't matter what else you're doing. It doesn't matter if we're fertilizing it. Doesn't matter if we're killing weeds. If it doesn't have the basic fundamentals for life, water, you know, it's going to struggle and it's going to die. So I always give the analogy if you and I were eating a perfectly healthy diet and eating great, and in really good shape and all that stuff, but we didn't drink water for 2 weeks, we'd still be dead. Your grass is the same. It doesn't have a storage facility to store water from the rain that happened 2 months ago. It needs consistent watering, especially if we're not getting any from nature. So drought stress is very easy to recognize. You can see these areas of my lawn that are well watered are nice and green. The grass looks normal. But you notice these silverish, brownish areas, you know, sometimes they look bluish or grayish. But you notice these areas, those areas are drought stressed. They look like that because the grass in those areas has curled itself up into like a needle shape. It's called needling. And it does that so it reduces the surface area for the sun to hit. So it kind of goes from being a flat blade of grass to curling around in a cylinder. And that's just to, when it gets really drought stressed, that's when it's trying to protect itself from the sun and curl up. But these areas will initially look kind of bluish or silverish. And if you let it continue, it'll eventually start looking brown because the grass actually starts to go dormant somewhat, but also starts to die off and you start to lose areas of the grass. So if you see this, it's very important for you to get out there, start watering. You will notice, if you don't let it go too far, you'll notice a significant improvement the next day if you come out here and water this area. Now, when I say water, you need a significant amount of water. Like if this is this drought stressed, like this area of my lawn that always struggles, you need to water this a good hour or so. You know, coming out here and watering for 10-15 minutes isn't going to do anything. The water's just going to evaporate away, and it's just not enough water to get down into the roots and really help rehydrate that grass. But this time of year with the drought conditions, I would be watering your grass at least 2 times a week. On the larger areas of your lawn that have the rotary heads on the irrigation, they're like that. You want to water those sections, like the large areas in your front and back lawn. You want to water those sections 30 to 60 minutes per zone. And on the side of your house, if you have the little misting, if you have a narrow side of your house and you just have the little misting irrigation heads, you want to water those about 15 minutes or so. But watering is very important right now. And all the time, but especially right now with these drought conditions. And it doesn't matter what else you do, doesn't matter how good we feed the lawn, doesn't matter any of that. If the grass is not getting enough water, it's going to die off. Hope that helps. If you have any questions, if you want us to, you know, help you figure out the irrigation system for your house, just let us know. We'd be happy to help. And hope you're all doing well and look forward to seeing you all soon in your lawn.